This the TempahZone podcast.
We back, TempahZone podcast, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bring in my special guest. He was here chopping up with us about Soulja Boy and Future, straight out of. You from Beantown? The Bean?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, he's from the Bean, man. Because a lot of y'all rappers say you from the Bean and you ain't from the Bean. So, all right, we're gonna keep it straight with that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
I wouldn't say I'm like from there. Now. So I'm just like around the area, I guess.
okay, yeah. Greater Boston area.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
The Greater Boston area. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joshua Sweet in the building.
Hello. How you guys doing? It's great to be here.
Yo, man, it's great to have you, dog. Yo, you see that fire jacket, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a nice jacket. That's a nice jacket. Yeah, that's your camera right
Yeah,
there. Yeah, let him know. Yeah.
Let him know.
Which camera? What's up? Hell yeah, man. So I gotta let you know, man, you a good singer, bro.
Thank you.
In this day and age, everyone's using auto-tune, including myself. And you know, auto-tune, you know, it's helping a lot of people.
It is. Yeah.
And I don't think you really, I mean, you might use it, but you don't sound like you use it.
So,
and that's what I'm talking about.
See, I use it in the sense of like I use it just to, because like all artists use it.
Yes,
People love to say like, oh, it's just auto-tune. That's not what auto-tune does. It doesn't just make you a good singer. You know what I'm saying? Like you use it like to, especially with pop music, you use it to clean up your vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
just clean everything up.
Yeah.
You know, just make it sound tighter.
So I use it to clean up my vocals, not to sound like T-Pain or something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Yeah.
even if you want to sound like T-Pain or Travis Scott, like, you know, just make it sound cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I have no problem with auto-tune. This as long as, you know, you make it sound clean.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
Some people just be using it. It's just
a little too much.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, who are your biggest inspirations when it comes to music, man?
So, my biggest inspirations when it comes, so you mean music in general?
Oh yeah, just in general.
Music in
Anybody.
general. Okay, so as far as people goes, number one, if you know me, then you know what the answer is. It's Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, man.
Without a doubt.
Good answer.
Without a doubt. Yeah, just number one. He's always number one.
Hell
in my
yeah.
heart, no matter
All right.
what.
That's a good I wasn't expecting you to say Michael Jackson for some reason. I thought I was gonna hear like, I don't know, like Hey Boogie or like,
Hey Boogie.
or like like Lil Uzi or something. I don't know why. Yeah,
No.
Yeah, it's like Michael Jackson.
The people that
the
inspire
best,
me the most
King of
are
pop.
like the greatest. Like for example, like so it's Michael, Prince, Freddie Mercury, just Queen in general.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm forgetting everyone right now. Oh my gosh. And a lot of
naming some monsters right there.
a lot of rock mainly. Like that's what I grew up on. So like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. I love Elvis Presley. He's one of my big inspirations up there with Michael and Prince.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Brown.
Woo, Bobby Brown, man.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yo, Bobby Brown.
He's
yo.
amazing.
Bobby Brown's a beast with it.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? My biggest inspirations. Man, I, if you asked me this any other day, I'd be able to tell you right now.
Yeah, just
It's
make
like,
it quick, but
right now it's just like I'm just struggling. I don't know why.
No, I feel you, man. I mean, you named some great artists there,
Yeah.
man. You know, and very diverse with
Yeah.
it too. So you know, you're showing that you got a lot to bring to the table. You know, you're not one dimensional with it.
And one person I forgot who's a huge inspiration to me, which he's up there with, like it usually goes in order, like Michael, Prince, Elvis, then Bruno Mars. Forgot to say him.
Oh,
Bruno's
Bruno Mars.
huge to me.
Oh my God, Bruno Mars.
And then then there's like Queen and Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, and Justin Bieber as well.
Yeah, don't sleep on Justin Bieber,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Justin Bieber, he gets a lot of flack. But I think the older that he's gotten, the more that people realize, okay, this dude's
he's
just
real talented.
unbelievably talented.
Like this might be weird. I've been liking him since he was a kid. When I was a kid too, I was
feel
like,
you.
people
Yeah.
were all telling me stuff like, "Oh, he sucks," all this. I was listening. I was like, "He's pretty good."
Yeah, man.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Like I saw someone, they made like videos that don't match the song, and they're using "Somebody to Love" by Justin Bieber, and it was like I watched that, and I was like, man, this makes me really like the song more. I was like,
it's pretty good.
Man, it reminded me too, like, yo, Justin Bieber, like,
Very talented guy.
you gotta put some respect on his name.
Oh, yeah,
man.
legend.
Yeah, you
One of
gotta
the
put some
biggest.
respect on his
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Man. Now, when do you think you started taking music seriously?
So let's not get confused with. So I'm about to say I started taking music seriously when I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
But not to say that I wasn't doing music before that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
I started taking it serious as a junior in high school. I started really writing. Okay, hold on, let me back up a little.
Nah, man, man, let the people know.
So
They gotta know it the right way.
So when I started taking music serious, it took a long process for me, I'd say.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of people at a young age, it's just like you hear they've been writing songs since they were kids, and they've been taken serious. For me, it took a long time. First, I started off playing drums when I was little.
Nice.
Not little, but like 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I got older, I started writing songs. Around 8th grade, I started writing songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't take it serious yet. I wanted to be like a famous rock star and everything, but like it wasn't serious because I didn't know what I was doing.
I
Like,
see you playing the guitar.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And but then so to get to your question, when I started taking it serious, I'd say if I had to give a time, junior year of high school, I started really writing, getting my thoughts clear of what songs I wanted to record, what songs I wanted to do, and everything, and
hell yeah,
started really pushing my career around then, I'd say.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I think that's like, I think high school is when you should really like, figure out like when, you should hone it in. And a lot of artists that I talk to, high school is when they, it all clicks, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It varies with differently with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different ways of going about it. Some people don't start making music till they're like 22. And that might sound late to some, but how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19.
19.
Okay, and so you're on an early start, man. So you say seems like you got started around like 16, 17.
I started taking writing like seriously around that age. Yeah.
Okay.
But I started I recorded my first song. So I would have been 16 or when I started recording. That's it. So, yeah.
No, I got you, man. Yeah, it's a good time to get it started.
Yeah.
A lot of people they get a lot surprised when people start off so young. I'm like, that's when it should start. Like I started my rap career at 15. You know what I'm saying?
There you go,
so like I look at it as that's when you should it gets popping.
Honestly, I agree with you. I wish I started earlier. The reason I didn't start earlier is because for the longest time I was a drummer. Like I said, I started drumming in 6th grade. I was a drummer. I always wanted to be a famous drummer like Tommy Lee or something. And then it was only in high school that I started singing.
Okay.
So that's why it took me, and I had to get good.
Hell yeah, man.
That's why I'm later than most. But I agree with you. Like that age, even earlier if you can, is when you should start.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I always wish that like I took singing more seriously when I was younger, man. Because I just started taking singing seriously like in August. I'm late on that train.
How do you think you're doing?
I think I'm getting there.
That's
I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best. Like I got an album coming out, and I've been warning people, like because they know me for being rap. I'm the type to rap like Tech 9, super fast and shit. So I had to let people know, like, yo,
switching it up.
This is this album I'm coming out with.
That's great.
I'm
the
Black
that.
Post Malone. All right, just letting you know, like.
I love that.
Yeah, that's why
Post
I try. Gotta let them know. I try to, I try to be like Post, man. He's definitely
he's definitely one of my favorites of this time. Definitely.
Love Post Malone, man. Like Ball for Me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Fantastic song.
Yeah. I shouldn't like that song as much as I do.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That song, just when I listen to it, I'm just like, this song is just for girls. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
I guess.
I can't. But it is what it is, man. I like what I like.
Yeah, exactly. Like what you like.
Don't judge me. It's like one of those guilty pleasures.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. Yeah.
But enough about Post, man. As great as he is. How long have you been making music for? Would you say when did it all come to together? When
did it all come together? When did I start writing? So I started. So wait, what was the original question? When did I start writing music?
When did you start writing music?
So now I'll give a little timeline of when I started writing music. So I say my first song I ever wrote was in the 7th grade.
Okay, yeah.
Then it was a bunch of little things in between in my notebook, little trial and error songs that I just never really finished. But then in 8th grade is when I wrote a song that really stuck out to me in some ways. I consider my first song.
Yeah.
So I'd say around then is when I started really writing and everything. And I still have the notebook and everything that I was writing in.
That's good.
First page and everything was that first song. Mm-hmm. It's great. I would go forward with it, but it was pretty weird.
Yeah.
Because I was an angry kid. So I'm
on the same wave, man. I definitely was on that same shit too. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because all that anger I had when I was a kid, whenever I used to write songs, it always used to be love songs. Yeah. Really weird, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the first song I ever wrote was a love song.
See, and I think I know why that you'd feel, because that's there's nothing wrong with that. That's that's literally every song. So it's I understand why that would be the first thing to jump to, and no matter what, when you're writing, this is something I've always thought about for years. When you're writing, automatically what pops in your head is this hypothetical woman.
Yeah.
I've told my brothers about that.
It's
Told
like
my friends
a culmination of every girl you ever been
exactly.
with. Yeah.
There's this hypothetical woman that you write about. You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking about like baby, baby, baby.
Yeah.
Or like just any song. There's always this hypothetical woman that's the center of the song. That it's all about. Even like she doesn't even have to be real. Like I said, hypothetical.
No,
it's
definitely not. Yeah.
Just it's always the lead of the song. What gets us down to the end. We're just talking about this hypothetical woman.
Yeah.
So I see why that's what you would be talking about at that age, especially.
Oh,
so,
yeah, because I was 10 years old when I wrote that song. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, man. I started really young.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah, I know, right, 10
Good
years.
for you.
Yeah, yeah, man. It is what it is. I mean, like, look, Lil Wayne started rapping when he was 7, so something.
Okay,
so like, you know, it's not that impressive.
It's not Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Lil Wayne's on some other shit.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, what was the inspiration behind making the song Thanks Anyway? Because that song's really good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like, I heard that. I was like, all right, I'm getting him on the podcast.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to me that you'd say that. So the inspiration behind it, I'm not going to say too much about the inspiration because I don't want anyone getting some type of way.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Like
now they want to know.
They'll find out one day.
Oh yeah,
one day.
man. Yeah, you can't let all the tricks out there.
Exactly. Inspiration behind it was, I guess, in some places it was that hypothetical woman. In some areas, some parts were like it was real, but like the main thing about it was the chorus. So you say you want a real one about it, to kiss you on your cheek and then compliment your outfit, but then you promise that you won't give me the same thing, but you did. Thanks anyway. So so like saying like there's nothing wrong with this. Like we're at a young age where not many people know what they want clearly, and so it's like you say you want a real one about it. You want that nice guy, everything, and like I like to be a nice guy. I like to be nice to people. I hate being mean to people. So you say you want a real one about it, to kiss you on your cheek and then compliment your outfit, going on the nice guy thing. Then you promise that you won't give me the same thing. Same thing being you won't give me the same old relationship, same old stuff, the same old tricks and everything. But you did. Yeah, right. Thanks anyway. Like, thank you for trying. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. That's some good poetry right there, man. Yeah, you know. Because a lot, you're putting detail in those lyrics. You know?
Yeah.
And that's for damn sure.
It took me a long time to write this song. Not saying I have trouble writing, I just take breaks in between my writing.
Oh, yeah, you have to make sure everything is on point.
Exactly.
Now, I got to ask you, with that being the case, do you feel that nice guys finish last?
Being, like, what I'd say is a nice guy for most of my life, yeah. I'd say, here's the thing. Although I would say yes, in some ways, yes, at this age, yes, nice guys do finish last. But never change yourself. No matter what. Okay. Because I've literally had people for part of my life telling me I'm too nice. Yeah. You've heard that before? It's like
I've gotten that throughout my life. Yeah.
And
people told me that.
They'll tell you you're too nice. That you have to start being a little meaner to get like respect. You have to start getting a little bit more of an attitude. A little. No, you don't. If you never change yourself. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, just don't change yourself. Yeah. You'll really know. You'll know
don't change, evolve.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Upgrade.
Don't change, evolve, upgrade.
Yeah, you know
never
what I'm
change yourself for anyone.
Because you
Always
can be nice and succeed. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? There's a way about it, you know? Because if if you're on the other side of, not, being, angry all the time, it's just going to make people hate you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want, you don't want that. That's not how you excel. Building those relationships, networking with others, that's what helps you,
Because if you're mean to people, have an ego with everything, you're not going to go anywhere.
No.
You're not.
No.
You're not. You're going to stop eventually because people don't like mean people. As much as I say that they don't realize it now, like inside them, they don't like mean people. That's why never change yourself. Never be mean. No. Never just because someone told you you're nice. Like it's a great thing. It's a great quality that a lot of people lack nowadays. So do you, be yourself, love yourself. There you go.
Yeah, if you keep really though, love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Too many people out here, there's a lot of people dealing with mental health issues.
Oh yeah.
People down and low. Just find ways to love yourself.
Exactly.
And don't go outside. And to find that. You know what I'm saying? Just definitely, hone in on yourself, because if you don't love yourself, man, you always gonna be miserable. No, money ain't gonna change it. No girl's gonna change it. Like you gotta,
definitely, I agree.
Hone in on that for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta ask you, man. Is there any plans in the future for new music or an album, an EP? Or?
Well, for new music, yes, definitely. For as far as albums go, the way that I feel about albums is, so you know how I've just released a couple singles.
Yeah.
And I've been pushing those singles like other people push their albums, because how I feel is that albums and singles, they last the same amount of time these days. Very much so. Like, you could push someone, not saying you, but like someone could have their album that they worked very hard on. Amazing album, fantastic. But I have this single, amazing song, fantastic single. I could push that for just as long as you could push your album. And people, they don't really think about it. They're not like, oh, well, this guy has an album, he's better. You know?
Yeah.
Because people don't have the attention spans for albums like that. I've been pushing this song like I do an album. Thanks to anyway, I've been pushing it like an album, and I've been seeing results like people's albums would.
Hell yeah.
And I've been getting so much further in my career with just this song. And I could have used all that time to push an album, but then those albums, they might only get like 100 views on one song.
And then, it would have got clouded, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? And, like, you put out 12 songs and people only wanted to hear one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
People won't listen to all those. They don't sit down and just listen all the way through unless they're actually someone they like. And what you could do is take those 12 songs, release them as singles, do videos, and push that as much as an album, and you just go much further with all those songs versus releasing them at once. Yeah.
Definitely. No, I totally agree with you on that one, man. And I've always thought to myself, when it comes to making music, like I always want to make sure that everything gets the attention it does. But I was we're talking about it before we started recording, but I had an album out called when I went by The AM, I had an album called The Man in the Myth.
Okay.
And I went the wrong way about promoting this album. The promotion was bad, but the music was good, and there's certain things that I did with it that I wish I did differently. And you were mentioning it earlier. You can push an album just as much as a single.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta know your place. When it comes to promoting all that stuff. So you definitely got a point with that, man. I'm really happy that you said that, because a lot of artists could hear that. And it helps because you're not wasting music now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, you're not throwing away amazing songs.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. You want to make sure that these people hear everything that you got.
Exactly.
And it's okay to wait on it. You know what I'm saying? Drop it when it's the right time.
Exactly. I agree with that completely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But we're running low on time, man. I know, right? We can definitely chop it up a lot longer.
Yeah.
But let the people know where they can reach you, man.
So where you can reach me. So I have, so you can reach me mainly at my Instagram, Joshua Sweet Music.
Hey, follow that.
And you can also find me on YouTube. You can subscribe to Joshua Sweet. I have a Facebook page as well, Joshua Sweet, same thing. And that's mainly where you can reach me.
You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Follow your boy Joshua Sweet on all platforms, man.
Of course, yeah.
Make it
on
happen.
all platforms.
Make it happen.
Yes.
All right, Joshua. Thank you very much for being on the TempahZone podcast.
Thank you for letting me be here.
Appreciate
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah, man.